Hello everyone, my name is Gwen. Welcome to Chocolate Time Recipes and Inspirations. Today we are making Mars bar squares, which is an absolutely yummy recipe that's really easy to make and one that's very popular with family and friends. My inspiration today, Mars bars. When I think of Mars bars, I do think of kids because they do like candy. When I think of kids, they are going back to school soon. I have a really nice story and inspiration about a teacher who is preparing the parents for what to expect during the school year. She is from Texas, and the letter she wrote is absolutely beautiful. She believes in a no homework policy because her research indicates that it really doesn't make much of a difference. It doesn't help a whole lot. She says if a student's work is not finished, they can finish it at home, but she doesn't want to give homework because she wants the children and the parents to have time to enjoy dinner together. She wants the parents to get the children to bed at a really good time so they get lots of sleep. Anyways, I think that her policy is absolutely wonderful and I wanted to share it with you. Okay, our recipe for these Mars bar squares. As I say, it's very easy. You need 4 Mars bars. These are 52 grams, okay. Half a cup of butter, 3 cups of Rice Krispies. You need, now this is for the topping, 1/4 cup of shortening and 1 cup of chocolate chips. I use shortening. You can use butter if you want, but the shortening gives it a glossy appearance that I think is nice. Okay, and 8x8 or a 9x9 pan with cooking spray. So let's begin. I'm going to spray our pan. Okay, and now we are going to put the Mars bars in the microwave with the butter for 1 minute. I love these recipes that you use the microwave because they cook up so easy and they taste just as good, better sometimes because they're not dried out. So after 1 minute, I am going to give this a stir. And it's absolutely fine, ready. You have to stir it for, probably a few seconds because it's still not melted yet, but it melts as you stir it. So, as I say, I love the microwave. Okay, I have this big bowl because I am pouring the chocolate and the butter into the bowl because we're going to put the Rice Krispies in there. And we will stir it up. And these, when you think of Rice Krispie squares, which are a treat that people enjoy, they're really good, but this is the wow version. With the Mars bars, it really makes it a great treat, a wow treat. Okay, when you stir it around, make sure that the chocolate is coating all the Rice Krispies. Okay. Another reason I love this recipe, you don't have to use a mixer. Just your wooden spoon and a bowl. So I'm just pressing it down. That was easy. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to put the shortening. And as I say, this is a 1/4 cup of shortening. You can use butter if you prefer, but I like the shortening because it makes the topping glossy. 1/4 cup of shortening, 1 cup of chocolate chips. I use semi-sweet. 40 seconds. I'm just going to give it a stir and see if it's ready. And actually, it is, it's a little bit chunky now, but I'm just going to keep stirring because it's still hot and it's still melting as I speak. So now some of these recipes for the Mars bar squares, they don't call for the shortening or the butter with the chocolate chips. I just think, first of all, it makes it easier when you're melting the chocolate because sometimes chocolate will seize up. The shortening keeps it nice and smooth and it makes it glossy. I'm just going to get a fork, stir it up one more time. Okay, we are almost ready. Okay, we have a beautiful, silky, glossy frosting or topping for our Mars bar. This can be used, it's a nice bar to give to people as a gift, or to bring somewhere, or to have at home. This is one of those recipes. I was talking to a woman who was telling me that she has young children. Actually, I was talking to two women. One had grandchildren, the other had children, and they both want this recipe because they said they can do it with their children because it's very children friendly. You make it in the microwave, it doesn't take long. Sometimes young children don't have a long attention span, and when you have a recipe that you can make really quickly, then they feel good. They've achieved something, and something that's really great tasting. This is the type of homework that's nice to do with your children. So there we have it. Now we will put it in the refrigerator, let it cool there. It's best to keep this someplace covered and cool. Doesn't have to be in the refrigerator. I keep my Mars bars in the refrigerator, but as long as you have a cool area to keep them. However, before I put them in the refrigerator, I am going to cut them into squares because they do get hard, and it is more challenging when they are hard to cut. So we've had these Mars bars in the fridge and they are ready. They're ready for me to try and they look wonderful. Now, if you notice, I have them in a box because this is such a nice gift for anyone. It could be a favorite teacher. It might be somebody who's helped you with something. It's a really nice idea. Good. It tastes like candy and it's so easy to make. It's just a great recipe for your family and friends. I really enjoy sharing these recipes with you. Thank you for joining me at Chocolate Time. We'll see you again next week. Here's to you.